I transformed a desert village with custom houses for each profession, a port, and a lighthouse with a special beam using a pretty obscure Minecraft mechanic. Take a look at this! And all this because I had a small problem. My trading hall sucks. I mean, it has every villager I need, but it looks terrible. It's time to transform this village and turn it into the ultimate villager trading hall. Let's take a look at these builds and see what they're made of. We got cut sandstone, regular sandstone, smooth sandstone, sandstone walls, some regular sand, and terracotta. This block palette is kind of boring. I think we need to expand on this side. Copper, yeah, it looks quite nice. Bricks, maybe. Granite looks terrible. I don't like bricks and I don't like granite. But we need something we can make stairs and slabs. What about jungle wood? Let's see. Not bad. What about mangrove? Yeah, I like where this is going. This looks like a decent amount to get started. Now we have to what? Let's see what we have on this village. A librarian house, a butcher's house, and up here we have, I think it was the cartographer's house. So essentially different houses for different professions. I think I also want to keep the main layout of the village, but maybe expand it a little bit more over here. We'll have to move these guys somewhere else. The villagers have been relocated. But I was thinking maybe it's a good idea to also move the breeder. Oh, a terrible accident! I was thinking we could move it over here so we can get jungle villagers. Now we give them some bread. And yes, we got our first jungle baby. I love those clothes. They are super cool. We got a couple more villagers now. But some of them are jungle and some of them are not. I am sorry, but I don't like your sense of fashion. All right, so we got our materials, we got our area, and we got our villagers. Let's get started with the layout. Looks like a good size to me. Now we fill it with sand, which I converted all to sandstone. This looks like a nice amount. Alright, this part is done. I just realized though that I completely forgot about this side behind me. I'll be right back. Alright, we got tons of space. I still don't know what to do with the turtles. Be free. Oh, sorry. Now we gotta set up the layout of how this village is going to look. But it's gonna be quite hard with all the buildings in here. They are a really good reference. We can actually take all of this down and use the magic of replay mod. This way we'll be able to see the whole village. And there we go. We have a clean slate to work on. Out of my island. Those will be the two main roads. There's tons of space to build houses. And now we'll get started with our first one, the butcher's house. It is quite a simple build and we'll have to see how to make it more interesting. I think I'll try to make this one a little bit bigger than the original. We can have the main house here and the garden here. Let's bring these walls up. I was thinking we should add a second floor because I want my villagers to roam freely and also have a place to sleep. I want my villagers to be happy. The structure looks nice, but I think it's a little bit dull. I was thinking we could open up this area to greet the customers so they don't have to get into the butcher house. It always smells weird in the butcher house. Yeah, it's starting to look like something. Now we'll get some grass. Remove the sandstone. Place it right here. Okay, I'm really liking where this is going. But now we need to tackle the interior. Let me see what I can come up with. And the butcher's house is complete. If you go in, you find a little area over here. If you go in, you'll find a little area with a cactus plant, a copper table, and a carpet. You may also notice I added these windows using slabs. That is not something I came up with. It's from the original building. We got over here the working station. Right here is the smoker that the butcher will be using. And this one is just for decoration. And if you go upstairs, we have the room. The butcher is actually quite a sensible guy. He likes doing a little bit of reading every night and also has a taste for paintings. Over here we have a small table with a lamp and the red bed. Last but not least, we have the backyard. Over here is where the butcher will have its animals with a little place to drink water and some plants to eat. Now all we have to do is move the butcher in, but first we need to get one. Level this guy up. What? No pork chops. You saw what happened to that guy, right? You're gonna give me pork chops. Yes, very nice. See, you can reason with them. And there it goes. Let's release it. Very nice. We got our first villager in our new village. I'll take a look at this. It's right where it's supposed to. I can come over here and just trade more pork chops. Time to tackle build number 2. Next up is the cartographer's house, which on this village has a regular house attached to it. I think I want to keep that. We'll start building right next to our butcher's house. I want to leave a little road here, so maybe here. here. We'll make it a little bit bigger. Yep, this looks like a very good foundation. Let me bring it up. This is looking very nice. I definitely want to keep the flat roofs. I think it's what makes desert villages special. Lastly, I've been thinking about what to do with this house, and I think I'm gonna make it the farmer's house. There was a crops field over here on the original village, and we should include that. Now, though, it's time to fill in the walls. I'll be right back. We are back, and the house is completely decorated. I thought this part looked too flat, so I added a little bench here to sit out. Going up the stairs, you'll see that I added this trapdoor so you don't fall down. We want no accidents here. If you go in, you'll see that this is a working area. We have a little light to see, the workstation, a small table, and a map of Bruno Island. If you keep going on up here, you'll see that I have some more plants. And if we go to the living quarters, you'll find out that the cartographer really enjoys watching TV after a long day of reading the books. And a pickle for the antenna. I didn't know what to put as an antenna. If you go to the back, you'll see that I added also some trapdoors here so you don't fall. And a cactus for decoration. I also added this roof over here. I think it complements the house really nicely. But the farmer's house is still kind of empty. Luckily, it is almost stream time, so I'm going to tackle the interior of this house and the crop field over here during that stream. And then I'll come back and show you what we did. What is going on with all these parrots? They are all in the water. There's like 4 here. And there's another one there. Luckily, I brought some cookies. Let's do this. One of the white ones. Ah! It dies. It instantly died. We are back. Starting with the interior of the farmer's house. We got a painting, a little couch over here with red sandstone. We got a little table with a cactus plant. Moving on, we got the living room. If you go over here, you'll find the bedroom. And if you keep on going over here, you'll make it to the kitchen. We got a fridge to store vegetables. Also over here, we have a sink and a small table, which is not oxidized. All this looks really simple, but the best part is outside. Because we got the farming field. Different areas to plant different things. Only got beetroot though. And some with water for the plants. And a little water feature on each side. Overall, I think this place is looking amazing. And it's really starting to shape up. You may also have noticed that I moved the villagers in, and it all went pretty smoothly except for one thing. The villagers are not locked into the corresponding beds, and also they seem to be stuck up there for some reason. You guys sure are dumb. While we wait for the next night, you may have noticed that we have a small problem. I was about to build a bee farm on stream until I came across Freshly. Hello, Freshly.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, look, the sheriff's here.
Oh.
Be careful, man.
Do I need to arrest anyone here?
Nah, it's fine.
I have secret, Freshly.
Oh.
There she goes.
Oh.
Freshly, I went. Okay, you're the only person that knows, man. I ate Dave's meat, dude.
Oh.
I took Dave's raw flesh and I just ate it. I was hungry. I was at spawn.
How did it taste?
Delicious, actually. I wish there were more Daves to kill on the server. But Freshly, I don't know what were you up to, man. But I need to build a bee farm and I haven't started yet.
We, there is a bee farm.
Really?
Yeah. Follow me over to that portal there.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Did something happen here? Why is this like...
Oh, there's some contractors. I think they're putting in some piping.
Oh, interesting.
I didn't assign the permits, but you know. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, nice. Wanna take some honeycombs?
Oh, go for it. Yeah, with so much.
Thank you so much, Freshly.
No problem. Good luck.
There we go, looking way better. With the wax issue out of the way, we now have to keep on going with this section of the village. And the first build we have to do is the library. The Vanilla Desert Library, to be honest, is quite a plain and boring structure. So I think I'm going to completely overhaul it. We are back, and there is a lot of new stuff over here on the village. First, we got the library. As you can see, we already moved the villagers in. We added 2 big towers on the sides with a bigger section, and then the entrance. We used the same kind of blocks than on all the village, but we added some details with mangrove signs. We got some jungle buttons and these lanterns which use lighting rods. I wonder if these guys will be safe close to thunder. If you check the side of the building, you'll see that we also got some of those lamps and kind of like the same details that we had on the front, but with a big window and some mangrove trapdoors. There is an entrance room over here with carpets and some bushes, and then we got the side rooms. This is where the villagers will work. They are a little bit tight, but we managed to add a lot of details using bookshelves, mangrove trapdoors, and of course the lecterns. This library holds a secret, but we need to wait till night to see it. I love how that guy stands there. It's almost nighttime. Here we go. We're not too late. Let's follow this guy. There he goes. And he's gone. Where did they go? They are, of course, right here. Take a look at this guy. And when day comes, this happened. This is so much fun. Moving Moving on, we have the Fletcher's house, and that's the Fletcher guy right there. I decided to have some fun with this one and try things that normally I wouldn't do. I decided to put the working area outside since I haven't done it in any of the houses before, and the guy seems to love it. But the interior of this house is where things get interesting. I decided to have some fun with this guy. Over here is the table where he makes the target blocks using, of course, some hay and redstone. We got a little kitchen sink, a table, but the nice thing here is the Fletcher's lore. You see, fletching is an art that is kind of extinguishing, but it's about nowadays. So this guy is kind of like struggling a little bit. That's why the interior is not so clean and the whole house feels a little bit sad. But despite all that, this guy has something that no one else has on this village, and that is the only flower. I decided that all the flower pots on this village were going to have either cactus or nothing, but I wanted this guy to have something nice. He also has a skull for some reason. I gotta say though, building villages has turned out to be quite fun. They keep falling from up there. I think they kind of dumb. We also started building the Mason's house. I decided to include some terracotta, taking inspiration from that building over there. We did the same trick with the lanterns and added some more bushes. I really like the idea of having the working area outdoors from this house, and this is what this area is for. Also, if you go inside, you can go up, and there's gonna be another working area right here. As you can see, the interior of this building is not yet decorated, but we'll take care of it later. There is still a lot of work to be done over here. The Masons will not sleep on this house, so we'll have to build another one over here. And I still have to fill all this side. I better get back to work. We are back, and the village is looking more alive than ever. First, we moved in the Masons to the Mason house. I don't know where they are at right now, but they'll come. We also decorated the interior a little bit, and we added workstations to the top level, but they never get here. I think they're kind of dumb. As you may have noticed, they don't have places to sleep here, but we built this house right next to it. We have a small patio with grass, some bushes, and potsol, and also a road with mud bricks, packed mud, and yes, some path blocks. If you go in, we have 3 beds, and if you go down, we also have 4 more. So these ones up here are for the masters. They are the same ones that are at the top level of the mason part up there, and the bottom beds are for the apprentices. We also added 2 more houses, and believe me, I had some fun with these ones. First, this one over here, which is in the same style than my base. This is where the nitwit lives. It was quite a thing to get this guy over here. We got a nitwit! I've never been so happy to get one. No! Everything went according to plan. Yes. Excuse me. Off! We're about to have a terrible accident, and a real one this time. I thought it would be fun to have a nitwit and have this guy being the richest one in the village with the best view. This guy really likes expensive treats. It's the only one in the village that has flowering azaleas on his house. And if you go down this staircase, we make it to his room, which, as you may see, it's quite extravagant. First, we have the glass floor, which allows you to see the corals down there. Then we got some bookshelves filled with books that this guy never reads, actually. We also have a stereo music setup and a mini bar. We built this on stream, and chat insisted that I should add a mini bar to this guy's room. But the crown is the bed. We have more flowering azaleas, a triptych of Pinocchio, guys, 2 bedside tables, a red bed, of course, and a block of diamond just for the flex. And lastly, a carpet that I think that really ties the room together. This guy has class, baby. And lastly, we have this house behind us, which is a blacksmith. First, we have a big furnace. I thought it would be really nice to have like a forge here for them to forge their weapons. We have lava over here, which is quite characteristic of this blacksmith house. We have spaces for all the 6 workstations for these guys. I think this one's stuck. Move. And I had to add this pressure plate because these workstations caught on fire, and we may have had an unintentional accident over here. This whole place is inspired in the original blacksmith. We just made this part a little bit bigger, added some bushes, some copper and mangrove, and built it on the style of the rest of the village, keeping those windows with the slabs, which I think look really nice. We also added these details in sandstone over here, and we have the working area for the weaponsmith, which has a copper table, a chandelier, and some shelves to put stuff. That anvil is floating, but we don't talk about that. Also, I decided to put the living quarters right below here, and you can see them sleeping like babies. Take a look at this. Wait, you're a mason. What are you doing here? Get out. Yeah, I have been running into some troubles with villagers not linking to their beds. But what can we do? It's always a pleasure to work with these guys, right? This village is really coming together now, but I think it's time to move on to the dock area. Let's get started by removing all this. Now, for the dock, I want to get out a fair distance away, and I want it to wrap around the whole village. Now, this is not going to be the dock itself, but it's going to be a wall that surrounds the village. I'm thinking of putting the dock on this side. And there is something else I want to add to this dock. Desert villages have big towers on them, and I thought it would be nice to use it as inspiration for a lighthouse. Now we just gotta fill all this part behind me with sand. Alright, this is looking quite neat, but I'm thinking we can expand it like 2 more blocks to make it a little bit thicker. Oh, that was sand. Yes, it looks way more solid. We'll have a dock over on this side and also on that side over there. But now that I look at it from up here, it looks a little bit too square. I think we're going to round up this corner. Yep, I really like that. Now we'll do the same on this side. But this one is gonna be special because here is where we're going to have our lighthouse. Yep, that is looking very nice. And yes, I think this means we'll have to build this lighthouse with diagonal walls. I'm not scared, maybe. Yep, this looks like a very good foundation for the tower. Let's see what I come up with. We are back. And there I say, the lighthouse is looking absolutely amazing. We have 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3 with the beacon on top. Added details using azalea leaves, some mangrove wood, walls, and wax cut copper. I really like how this part came out. We also added terracotta on the side. We have a small entrance over here, and the interior is still empty, but we'll take care of that later. Yes, I think it fits the island really nicely. The light part on top has some frog light, and it's not yet complete. The interior is still too empty, but I have something in mind that's quite spectacular. What? 2 of these guys made it to the nether. Get on the boat. On the boat. You. There we go. Get back to the village. No, not that way. I also have these guys over here. Take them back to the village. There we go. Problem solved. Let's get back to village building. So let's get started with the dock. I think I'm going to align it right with that column over there. 5 blocks out. Bring it all the way up to here. And we fill all of this in. We'll probably have a bridge going out in this direction. I have absolutely no idea how long it's gonna look good. I think we should just give it a go and see. And another one right around here. Now, should they be the same length? Let's see how they look first and then we'll decide. Yeah, I think they look good, but we could add a 3rd one in the middle, like right here. Yes, I think that for a layout, this works for now. Let's work on the port over there. So we'll make it the same length. We'll complete this section over here. Now we'll start going this way. And I think it's time to do something about this. I think I have more iron than I will ever need, especially considering there's only a couple weeks left of the server. So sadly, we'll have to take some drastic measures. Oh, what a terrible accident. Oh well, let's not forget about these guys. Very sad times. Yeah, I think this will work. Wait, that is off center. I think we'll have this part for the boats and this part for the fishermen. And I think it's time to give them way more detail. So let's get to it. We are back and we have a dock. That is right. I decided to split the dock in 2 parts. A tourist dock where tourists will arrive here at Bruno Island. And we'll have a fisherman's dock where these guys will come over here to fish. Look at that guy. Looks so happy. First, we texturized it with different kinds of wood. We also added some ladders over here for the unfortunate ones that fall into the water. Totally not me. Over here on the left side, we have a fisherman's boat that is looking really fancy with mangrove, copper, some jungle, and I decided to use spruce here. We also use spruce trapdoors as the board to board the boat. We have a workstation here that nobody appears to have claimed yet. Finally, we have over here the fisherman's hut made with mangrove, jungle, and copper. The copper is not wax and hopefully it will oxidize as time goes. I thought it would be interesting if this building was the only one that showed signs of weathering since it's right next to the ocean. It is being sustained by logs. Oh yeah, also don't mind that guy back there. If you go inside, you'll see there's only the beds now. I haven't had time to decorate yet. Also, these guys seem to be having issues with their pathfinding. Hello? There's a little balcony over here on the back with another workstation for a fisherman to work over here. And I'm gonna do a little flyby so you can properly see this build because I really like it. We added some more details with lichen, which I think looks very nice. And yes, it also has a couple holes here and there. It's a fisherman's hat after all. Again, I am super happy with how this side turned out, but we still have to work on this one over here. I think I'll remove this dock and add a big ship for the tourists. No time to talk though, let's get to building. What? How did that guy get from over there to all the way over here? Look, there's another one over there. There's more over here. This is ridiculous. What do? I have to keep them in boats forever. We are back and we have a cruise ship. We use red concrete, white concrete and blue terracotta along with yellow concrete for a trim. The idea is that this is the ship from which the tourists arrive in Bruno Island. We split it in 2 levels and there's still nothing on the inside. I'm sure we'll come up with something. I really like the view of Bruno Island you can get from over here. That's giving me an idea. But there is one more feature I want to add to this dock right here. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I'll be right back. The build is done and we decided to put our nether portal right here. Now, the first thing people will see when they come out of the portal is this beautiful view of Bruno Island. And the second thing they'll see is the gift shop. It's looking amazingly right here when you get down from the boat. And yes, here's where we sell like Bruno Island t-shirts, some Bruno Island merch. This leather worker is the guy that sells the merch. All the merch that you see displayed over here on the gift shop can all be bought from this guy. We also sell posters here, and in fact, if you go in through here, you'll see that we have one display for posters and we sell books. We also have some towels, and this is my first time doing a banner. I think it came out amazingly well. Very Bruno Islandy. We also got a couple extra towels. Here is the other side of the counter with this guy who can't get out because he doesn't know how to press a lever. Also, this guy never leaves, so we had to place the bed right here, as you guys may have seen, and also his workstation, so it stands here looking outside. And yeah, there are some more like flower pots and some glasses. This is it, the gift shop at Bruno Island. We also added some lampposts all over the dock, kind of following what we did with these ones. We can remove the torch spam. You may also have noticed that we have a beam at the lighthouse, and setting this up took quite a bit of work. Stealing an indestructible crystal from the end is very easy. First, you gotta set up a flying machine. I need to double check everything. We only got one try. Then place the crystals and start summoning the dragon. It's summoning. There we go. Once the flying machine moves the crystal from the pillar, cancel the summoning. Yes! Take a look at this! You should have your crystal. Now, we just gotta move it. Push it into the end portal to send it to the overworld. It will come out at spawn. Yeah, I can't break blocks here. Request to be OP'd in the server so you can bypass spawn protection. I am OP/kill. No, wait, no.
Hey!
Push the crystal out of the way while everybody looks.
It's like they think we can't hear them say everything they're saying.
I can hear you. I'm right here. And set a flying machine that will set it in the right seek coordinate. It's moving. Here we go. I'm gonna fall at any moment. Dig holes through anything that stands on the way. Rhinox, are you sure the other hole's wide enough, man? It takes a while just to travel all the way where it needs to go. And don't forget to put an obsidian wall where you want it to stop. People don't care about that, right? Just a little hole. The mountain he's been grinding for weeks.
No.
Now build a second flying machine. Activate it. You know what? I'll do it myself. There we go. No, it went the other way. Realize that it went the wrong way and move the crystal again. Okay, we are back on track.
Ow. Oh!
Once it makes it to your build, by the way, this is Bruno Island, welcome. Carefully nudge it into the right position. Kind of like goes forwards and then comes back. You may also have to use glass panes to properly center it. It's as close as it's gonna get, right?
Yeah.
Rebuild the lighthouse around it. Yes, it's complete. No, wait, I used the wrong color. And you are done. We got an immortal end crystal over here at Bruno Island. I think it looks amazing. This took a big effort, but I think the effect is well worth it. Bruno Island is looking absolutely amazing now. There are only 2 things missing. The roads and the fountain. No, you get out of the way. The fountain. Where are we gonna place this fountain? I think it should be here, like in this line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why do they do this? We gotta make it weird and even. Let's remove the sign, the Bruno Island sign. And we got a fountain. Way better than the old one. It doesn't look like that much from over there, but if you look down, we have the glazed terracotta, orange, and lime. We also added some frog lights and some tropical fishes. It's basically built of sandstone stairs, walls, and slabs. But now, what we need to do is all the roads. This looks boring and dull, and we have torch spam everywhere. So it's time to get started with the roads. And I think I got an idea of what to do. What is that guy doing all the way over here? When we finish the roads, I'm gonna put walls all around Bruno Island so no one can escape. Also, there's still parrots everywhere. Problem solved. There we go. I gotta admit, building roads was way harder than I expected. I couldn't settle down for a design, but after a lot of work, we got it. The roads are done, and the city is looking absolutely amazing. Take a look at this. There are a couple things we still need to resolve, like for example, these roads over here just end there, and we have the same problem going on over there. Here is the thing, my villagers have been escaping lately. Looks like they want to leave Bruno Island, but they don't know that no one leaves Bruno Island. So maybe I could add like a wall. A big nice wall here so nobody can escape. I think this will do. And with that, the village reconstruction is complete. I learned a lot about building in the process and really liked the end result. I hope you did too. If you want to see how I got to this point and everything I did on the first week of the server, check out this video. My name is Bruno and I am out. Goodbye.